afternoon, wherever everyone is.
Might be evening.
Love
Some
it.
places. Hey guys, nice to see you.
Welcome, guys. Love that space. Amber, you want to change your name, Amber?
I see Greg here.
Hi,
Hey.
Greg. Hi, Zeke.
Hi, Julie.
Pam's got her Christmas tree.
So pretty.
Nice.
Look at that nice pup with her.
Beautiful.
Hey everybody.
All
Welcome,
right.
guys. Welcome.
Welcome. Hey everybody.
We are up and streaming on Facebook Live into that private Canine Learning Academy workshops and training tips. Good morning. Good morning. If you're just
Hey, Dee.
joining us, please drop your name, your dog's name, and where you guys are or how old your dog is, because we love to know who's participating and how we can kind of adjust what we're doing to make sure that everyone is as successful as possible. So drop your name, your dog's name, their age, and where you're joining us from.
You want to do
I
that
can't
first?
wait.
You can use the chat. Just drop it in the chat. Let us know where you're from. You're going to want to get your training station all set up. We're going to be looking and making sure that we have a really good, clean setup. If you're just going to be watching, no problem. This class will be recorded. Is that right, Julie?
That's already being recorded and it's broadcast live.
Beautiful.
Hi, Suzanne and Georgie. Oh my gosh, Georgie will be 1 year old in just a couple of weeks. Congratulations. You made it through the first year.
Nice.
Oh,
Jess
same.
is in that same boat. She's got her 1-year-old. Oh, look at all the 1-year-olds.
Steve, Amber's husband. I like how you refer to yourself as the husband. Yes. Awesome.
Oh, these are like young dogs. Nice.
6.5 months.
Greg with Zeke. Hey guys, welcome to the class as everybody's coming in.
Jessica, your dog's name is Fenrir. Is that correct? Is that how you pronounce it? Fenrir? Fenrir? I'm not so good with. Yeah, Fenrir. Okay, yeah, nice. Awesome, guys. Welcome, welcome. Oh, I love your setup, Suzanne, with the dog bed, and she's got her dog leashed because she's a puppy and keeping her in the same area.
Nice.
All right, who's ready for some fun?
All right.
All right. So
All
we
right.
Ready?
yeah,
Pam
we're
and
gonna
Sasha got plenty of space.
jump right in. Oh, I'm sharing the wrong screen. There we go. To your holiday story class number 1. This is class number 1 of a 3-series class that we're going to be creating a special holiday story for you and your dog to customize and make your own throughout the process so that you guys can share this however you want with your family, your friends, or just keep it as a special keepsake with you and your dog. So my name is Julie Fryman. I will be your lead instructor along with Kelly Kendall. Go ahead and wave, Kelly.
Hey guys.
And of course, the beautiful Yo Armendariz is here as our co-host on tech, just very briefly as she gets going on the road in just a second. So we're so happy that you guys are joining us from all over, no matter where you are. Happy season's greetings. I know that Hanukkah started early this year. We're getting ready for Christmas and New Year's and all of the awesome holidays that come around this. So, oh, and there's my beautiful Opal Blossom in her Christmas scarf. So class is live. We are recording this and we will be sending out an email after class with the YouTube recording. So you can always go back and watch it on your own to practice. It's also being streamed into the private Canine Learning Academy workshops and training tips group. I'll be posting that link once we have a couple more people I know are going to join us as we go, just so that everyone has access to that. So I'll let you know when I drop that link into the chat. And I believe Kelly also has a private group for her students. Is that right, Kelly?
I do. Yep.
Awesome. So we will be having everyone on mute just because we're having a large group today. If you have questions, please drop them into the chat or wave in front of the camera, and we're happy to help you along the way. We just don't want any extra barking or noises to set off anyone else's dogs during the process. If your dog is unable to do the exercise, maybe they're not feeling well or they're a little bit older or any kind of injury, we want you to be as safe as possible. So please feel free to modify. There's no pressure to perform in the way that we have it videotaped. This story is about you and your dog, so make it your own. Give your dog frequent breaks. You don't need to wait for us to say, okay, take a break. If your dog is getting frustrated, if they're tired, go ahead and just take a break because this is recorded. You can always go back and practice at another time. If we are talking, if we're doing the instructing, take a break. Make sure to listen to the instructions. Give your dog some water or a nice chew. I know everyone's like ready to jump right in, but listen to the instructions first, and then we'll let you know when it's time to practice. Because this is an hour-long class, your dog's going to get tired really fast. So try not to overwork them for the entire hour. If we can't see you, it's going to be difficult to coach you through the process. That's okay if you don't want to be on camera. Just know that those who are here and participating with their dog, we're going to be spotlighting you guys so that we can coach you through the tricks to make sure that you guys are being safe and that you're reaching your full potential with this Christmas story. So make sure to have fun. The whole point of this class is that you have fun, you create an awesome bond and a keepsake for you guys to enjoy forever. This is an interactive group, so if you're comfortable, please get up and get active with your dogs. We want to be able to help you and coach you, but it's always to your comfort level. We are professionals. Remember that. So it's always going to look better when we do it, right? Because we have the perfect angle, the perfect timing, and editing. So it's okay if your dog doesn't get it right away. We want you to be confident and take it at your dog's pace. And there's always time to go back and practice.
Definitely.
So what to expect? This is a one-of-a-kind class, and you get to create a storybook memento of your pup's Christmas. You can see our special holiday photos that we have. This is the template, the holiday story that we're going to be sending out in the email, and Yo will be posting a special tutorial on how to insert pictures and video of your own dog so that you guys can take this and share it with friends and family to make it your custom gift. Bond and build a better connection with your dog. The whole point, I mean, this is my Opal Blossom. She's my heart dog, and you can see we love training together. It's one of my favorite things to do with her. So have fun, smile, relax. There's no pressure to get it perfect. Just practice and have fun. This is what you're going to need for today. A hungry pup. Hopefully your pup is ready to go. You guys have some tasty treats. Soft treats work best because we're going to be doing multiple repetitions and we don't want them to cough those hard treats back up. So hopefully you guys have some small soft treats for your dogs. We need 2 toys. So we're going to be playing a little bit of tug. So if you have a rope toy, a squeaky toy, we're going to keep the sound off so no one squeaky sets off another dog. Go ahead and grab 2 toys that you guys can wrestle or play tug with. Obviously you have a phone or a tablet because you're here and you're on Zoom. Grab a blanket and a mat. It doesn't have to be holiday themed, but bonus points if it is. A water bowl for your dog to take frequent breaks. A box.
I don't think we need the box till next week, but make sure they have ready a box to go.
Okay.
And you will need a scarf for today. So a scarf or a bandana
Or a sock.
or a sock or something like that your dog is not afraid of. So we're going to be exposing them to that. If you have a Santa hat, awesome, not required. But like I said, we're making this a holiday theme. So the more special things that you can put in it for your dog, the better. So these 2 we actually do need. You don't have to have the hat, but it's a bonus. So if you want to grab a ball cap or something like that, that works too. And a scarf or a sock or a bandana. I'll give you guys just a couple of moments to go ahead and grab those things. And then we'll get started.
Yeah, and even if you practice without those things right now, throughout the week when you're given the opportunity to practice, we'll want you to start to implement those things into the class. And then when you send your recordings, if you'd like to record your sessions and upload them to our Facebook community group, that's where you can implement a hat or a scarf and keep working on it with the Christmas theme.
I like watching Pam's Christmas tree while we're
Oh,
here
it's beautiful.
gathering our items. I know.
All right, so we're gonna go ahead and jump in while you guys grab those things, whatever you need. Set them aside just for a moment so that your dog doesn't get overly stimulated by them, because we are gonna use them in the routine. So go ahead and put them on a shelf or off to the side, and then we'll be using them in the routine.
I'm so excited.
So this is what it's going to look like, the template that we send you guys to insert your own videos. As you can see, we had a professional photographer come out, and these photos turned out just so cute and amazing. Hopefully you guys can get some good pictures of your dog with toys, scarves, and hats by the end of the class. Let's get started. Class 1 of 3. Let's go.
Right.
So, warm up. This is how we're going to warm up our dogs together. We're going to offer a treat for no reason. So just go ahead and feed your dog. Not right this second. We're going to warm up together. So just wait 1 second. So you're going to offer your dog a treat for no reason to get them focused on you. Any kind of eye contact, any kind of petting, things like that. You're going to reinforce your dog just to let them know what we're doing and to get that warm up kind of work mode started. Then we're going to do a paw target or a nose target. A paw target is where your dog takes their paw and puts it on your paw, on your human hand. So either hand is totally fine. Start low towards the ground so that we can get your dog kind of their muscles warmed up for class. If you're doing a nose target, we're going to offer a hand, and that's where their nose is going to come up and boop. That's where you're going to mark and say yes or click if you're using a clicker, and then offer your dog that reinforcement like a treat or anything that your dog loves to do. If they have a favorite trick that they already like doing, like spinning or going through your legs, we're going to give you guys 3 minutes to get your dog warmed up, get their muscles going, and we're going to coach you through just a couple of things, like if you're working on a paw target or a nose target, just so you can be awesomely successful today. All right, let's get that warm up started.
All right.
Ready, go.
Let's see. All right. Nice, Steve. I see you offering a treat. All right, Greg. Very nice. Good focus there, Greg. Oh, nice paw target, Suzanne. I like that. Okay, Anita, great. I like how you got them going back and forth. That's perfect. And Steve, that's so cute. Go ahead and yes, and then offer him a big reinforcement for that, Steve. That's great. I love it. All right, look at that cute little German Shepherd up there, Greg. That's perfect. All right. Good. Very nice, Pam. Very nice. Good. I like how you're offering her treats. That's perfect. All right, let's see. Oh, very nice paw target, little Miss Bella. Very nice. Excellent. Looking good, Suzanne. All right. Oh, Pam, that's cute. There you go. Yeah, there we go. Very nice, Pam. Very good. I like that paw to foot. Good. Greg, he's nice and relaxed with you. I love that. Bella's ready to play. Oh, we got some leg weaves going on down there with Steve. Yeah. That must be that pup's favorite trick, doing some leg weaves. Looks good. Just offer your reinforcement a little bit more promptly. So instead of making her do 2 or 3, just go ahead and give 1 quick and then do the next rep. I like it. Oh. There we go, fancy tricks. Oh, nice sit pretty there, Pam. That was a good one. Looking good. Everybody's playing. Oh, here comes some leg weaves from Deanie and Bella. Very nice. Bella is ready for action.
They look warmed up, Julie.
They do.
Ah, all right. So we're
Look
gonna
ready.
that perfectly on time. Yo, you always have the best timing. Just kidding. All right, so we're gonna get into our first trick of the day. Let me get going to the first part of our story. So, 'tis the night before Christmas. Santa and Rudolph are getting ready for the holiday. Santa puts on his red hat, or any hat that you have in the house, and shouts out a ho, ho, ho. A very excited Rudolph fetches his scarf so Santa can help put it on. Rudolph really loves this time of year, the lights, the cookies, the joy, and especially the extra playtime with Santa. So in this story, your dog is Rudolph and you are Santa. The first step, remember to wait for our instructions and then we'll practice together. You're gonna put the hat on in front of your dog or anything on your head. If you have a ball cap or a Santa hat, you're gonna put it on in front of your dog and go ahead and feed them so that they get used to what you look like in this costume change. If your dog is not, what?
Go to the next slide because it shows each video step by step. So just the one step. Yep.
Perfect.
So here we've got Yo putting on her Santa hat and she's gonna feed Bentley while he's looking at her to make sure that he's comfortable with her putting on this costume. Give your dog a treat. You're gonna take the hat off and you're gonna repeat it about 3 times.
That's it. Yep.
Then we're gonna fetch a scarf. We're gonna have our dog work on picking up a scarf or a bandana or a sock. So to do that, you're gonna offer it to your dog. You might engage in play, right? So grabbing and tugging, getting your dog really to get that mouth grip onto the item. We want them to have a solid grip because they're gonna carry it. So play, play, play. You're gonna let go and let your dog win. They might shake it, they might run away with it, but that's okay. You're gonna get excited to get them back to it. If your dog is struggling to bring it back to you, one, be really excited and either try to run away or have another item ready so that you can trade your dog and they want to drop each item. So you're going to present the item, play some tug, let your dog win, and then you're going to ask them to bring it back. If your dog is already awesome at fetch, you're going to do that once or twice, and then you're going to toss it just a couple of inches in front of you, have them pick it up and restart. So play tug, 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 let your dog win, cue a drop with either the other item or a treat. They drop the item, you're gonna play fetch again with another item or with that same scarf.
So the timer's set for 3 minutes. You start with putting on your hat, feeding your dog, taking your hat off, repeat that 3 times, and then go right into your fetch. 3 minutes on the clock. Ladies ready?
Ready.
Yep. Let's go.
All right. Let's see. All right, Pam's hat's out, Deanie's hat's out. Anita, I think she's got a hat on. Okay, I like it. Looks good, Pam. Yep, take it off. You can offer a treat when you take it off as well so that all of that movement is rewarded. All right, Steve's got his hat on. Perfect. So reward as you're putting it on and as you're taking it off.
So Greg, you're actually putting the hat on yourself, not your dog. So you're putting the hat on your own head and then reward your dog for looking at you. There you go. And then we're going to do fetch with the scarf after you've done 3 repetitions of your dog looking at you with the hat on. Be careful of those dangly parts of your hat. Your dog may get excited and jump up. So keep the ball and the dangle part just a little bit higher away from your dog's reach.
There you go. Okay, Pam, Sasha's working on her on checking out the scarf. Oh, that was a great catch. I like it. So if she's not bringing it back to you, you can just be a little bit more excited kind of as you're inviting her back in to play with you. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, there it is. All right, let's see. Jenna's getting her scarf ready to go. Very nice. Bella is having a great time with that prize that she just won. That's perfect. She got to play with it a little bit and then she comes right back in. Love it.
Great job.
Right, good, great job. Sasha is also really enjoying the scarf.
Yeah, I like that you're using a bandana, you know, use what you have in the house and it's going to work for your dog.
Perfect. Yeah, and it's okay to let them play with it for a second after they get it. That's the item they just won, so they get to play with it a little bit, and then you go back to engaging with it together. That's perfect. So there we go. I see Suzanne's pup is very interested in fetching. That's perfect. Good, Anita. I like that you're working on having him put it in his mouth. That's perfect. A great start.
Oh, Jenna, Ted got a haircut. He looks so cute. That's great.
Great. Oh. Oh.
Wow, great job,
There it goes.
Suzanne and Georgie. She's got that good
Mhm.
fetch.
She does.
All right, 10 more seconds, and then we're gonna give our dog a break. Make sure that you have water ready for them, maybe a comfy mat and a bone. One more repetition.
Steve, I like how you're just tugging for a second and then letting Stash win. That's great.
All right, take a break.
Is anybody struggling with getting the toy fetched right back to their hand, having it delivered back to their hand? It looked like everyone did a really good job.
Mhm.
If you struggle with that, the rule is to typically go back to playing a little more tug. So the tug is so fun that your dog wants to bring the toy back to you to play again. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Super short tug sessions help with that too, because then they're not trying to like, oh, I finally got it, and they're running off to play with it by themselves. They want to engage with you more if you do some good tug short sessions.
Or you can always run away from your dog to get them to come back to you faster, because that's how dogs love to play, right? They chase and then they play tag and then the other one chases. And so if your dog is not bringing the toy all the way back to you, make sure that you're playing tug. If they win, you can always run in the other direction to get them to supercharge back to you and then play again. So that might be a more active workout for later in the day for you guys.
That's perfect.
All right.
All right.
The second part of this, we're going to cue a peekaboo or a middle. People call it different things. So what you're going to do is bring your dog around on the right or the left side. If you're with our company, you're going from the right side into the middle position. Use a hand target or a treat lure. If this is your first time, you're going to go all the way around and then treat right in the middle of your legs so that your dog's head comes up a little bit. So your treat is actually going to be a little bit high, maybe by your belly button, so that your dog looks up at you and we can get that nice face to put a little hat or a scarf on. So the peekaboo, this is what it looks like. The dog goes around and ends up in the middle. We can either use a nose target or you can lure your dog from the side into the middle position. And then we're going to treat up high so that you can see your dog's neck. We're going to cue a sit once your dog gets into the middle. So your dog goes into the middle. We're going to cue a sit for your dog's rear to hit the ground. Then present the scarf. You don't have to put the scarf on your dog yet. We just want to present it to them. Maybe they touch it with their nose. Maybe they kind of like wiggle around while they're in between your legs. That's okay. We don't have to finish the entire trick today. We're going to go into a middle position, have your dog sit in the middle position, and then present the scarf either in front of them. Do that about 5 or 6 times and see if you can just rest it on your dog's neck. Instead of going all the way over their head the first time, rest it on your dog's neck. Then release them, let them come all the way through, and then go again. So we're going to practice this for 3 minutes. Remember, they're coming around from your side, going into the middle. They're going to sit and then just place the scarf on your dog's head or present it in front of them. If they want to play with it right now, go for it. No pressure. We're going to keep them engaged and have fun. You've got 3 minutes. Thank you so much for your tech help, Yo. Safe travels. All right. Let's get into it. You've got 3 minutes on the clock. Ready, go. Let's get into some of those middle positions.
All right. Let's see. All right, here we have Sasha. I can see her. All right, nice middle, Deanie and Bella. I like it. That's great, Deanie. I like how she's looking up at you. And you've just kind of got that scarf behind her a little bit. That was perfect. Nice middle, Sasha. Ooh, Stash looking good.
So first, just start by presenting the scarf to your dog before you put it on. You're just going to show it to them and then treat and then release your dog. Remember, we've got 3 full minutes to practice. So first present, then you can have it rest. And then if your dog is comfortable, you can put the scarf on.
Perfect. That's a really nice middle, Anita. Nice presentation of your scarf. Good.
Very cute, Pam and Sasha. I like
Pretty
just
cute.
resting it on the top of her head. That's cute.
Yep. Very nice. Very nice. Steve, just stand up just a little bit higher and then hold your treats kind of still once Stash gets into position. Hold him kind of still right in front of Stash and just let him eat them while you're holding them still. That might get him a little more still in middle for you. So that's good.
If your dog is wiggling, if they're shaking their head, if they're backing up, you don't have to put the scarf on your dog today. Just present it in front of them. And if they're able to hold still, mark and treat.
Good. Steve, that looks good. I like it. Oh, very nice. Bella has that scarf there. Okay.
All right, 1 more minute.
Nice,
See how many more middles you can get in 1 minute.
Oh, Greg, that's a great middle. That looks really good. I like it. Good.
Let your dog
Nice, Jenna.
go out one side or the other. Instead of walking over your dog, try to release them to go out one side or the other. So try to stay still while you're doing this so your dog does the work.
If they need a little prompt, you could toss one of their snacks out ahead of you to get them to go forward. This is good. Very nice.
Good job.
Very good. Very good. There you go, Stash. That looks good.
Treat up a little bit higher for me and just almost like right at your belly button, because I want to see the bottom side of your dog's neck, almost like they're extending up. Very cute, Bella.
Yes, good. Good. That's good. Greg, getting him out ahead of you. That's perfect.
All right, guys, that
Nice
was
middles.
3 minutes. So go ahead and stop and give your dog a break. Make sure they have water and a comfy spot to sit because we are booking it along. Give them a break, because a whole hour is a really long time to work with your dog. So if you notice that your dog is moving back, if they're shaking, if they're like, well, don't put clothes on me, that's okay, because dogs aren't used to wearing clothes. They probably did the same thing the first time they wore a collar or a harness. So the first thing, we're presenting it and then treat and remove the item. Present it, treat, remove the item. Then you're going to lightly, I'm trying to see if I have a scarf or something. You're just going to lightly set it on the top of their head while you feed them. So if the object is on your dog, oh, perfect. Thank you, Kelly. If the object is on your dog, you're feeding them in that position because we're going to reward them holding still. The first step is just being able to touch them with the item. Then start to work on putting it, going from the head to the neck. Don't go straight over your dog's nose at first. We want to go from the head to the neck, and then you can work on putting it on like a t-shirt. Okay, so those are the steps to making sure your dog is comfortable and can be still while you're dressing them up. Not all dogs are going to be comfortable with this, and that's okay. It's okay if all you do is tie a ribbon on their collar. right? That might be a good alternative. My dog is not okay with things going over her head, so I usually tie a little bow. You can get a Christmas bow that sticks. Maybe you can stick a little Christmas bow on their head or on their harness. So work at your dog's pace. Their comfortability is very important so that we don't spoil the whole rest of the story because they didn't want to put a scarf on. It's your story. You get to do it your way. So wherever your dog is, whatever you're doing, you might rest it on them. You might be able to get it all the way over, or grab a bow and just stick it on their head. Everything counts because it's all holiday themed. All right, great job with that, guys. So with the item on or around your dog. So if it's on their neck, you might tie it on their collar. You might just rest it on them. We're gonna play. You're gonna grab a toy and you're gonna play tug or fetch with your dog, right? So while they have the item on or it's in your hand and maybe resting on them, you guys are gonna play whatever your favorite game is. Maybe that's chase, maybe that's tug, maybe that's fetch. It doesn't have to be with the Christmas item. We just want to get them used to being relaxed with these costume items around them. So you might tie it gently onto their collar. You might have it resting on their neck, or it's on the floor. If they're really uncomfortable with it, you might just set it on the floor and play around the side of it so we can get them used to it. So we're gonna give you guys 3 minutes to decompress and just play and have fun with your dogs, okay? Ready, go.
So if Bella is there, she's still interested in playing with the item. You can give her treats as you go to set it over her back. That's perfect.
I like that you put the hat on. Yeah, so you may put your costume on and play with your dog. That's great.
Oh, Stash is doing great with that item on the back of his neck. That's
so
perfect.
Suzanne, try to keep the toy low on the ground. Whatever you're playing with, try to keep the toy low because she's fighting back against the costume. So you might just place the costume next to her and play. Yeah.
Yeah.
Very cute, Steve. I like that.
Good, good. That was like using a hand target there, Deanie, for her to get that behind her. That was perfect. Have her target your toy. I like that. There you go. Stash is getting all dressed up. Perfect. And then play Stash is something that Stash likes. Play a little bit.
Yeah, it might be tossing a treat and having them come back for a nose target.
Yeah.
Suzanne, Georgie seemed a little uncomfortable with that costume. So maybe you're taking the costume and saying, touch. She puts her nose on it and then toss a treat or a toy. Love it. Great job, guys.
There you go. Doing good, Anita. Tug is definitely that pup's favorite game.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, Jenna, you guys are so relaxed.
Look at Sasha's already got her bandana on and she's playing tug. I love it. Great job. We have some background enthusiasm. That's okay.
Sorry, guys, that was one of my pups.
All part of the play. Love it, love it. Go ahead and get one more good minute of play. Maybe you're running around, practice the fetch, and then you run away from your dog so they bring it to you. Get your morning cardio in.
Nice.
Awesome. So remember that the point is just exposure to the costume. You don't have to get it all the way on. Oh, Suzanne, that was perfect. Yeah, she came up, she put her nose on the costume, and then maybe you toss the toy or the treat away so that she has to come and touch it again. Working at your dog's level, right? Not all dogs are costume dogs, and that's okay. We do want to just make sure that they're not scared or feeling, averse to having something on. All right, that's your 3 minutes. Take a big break, grab your dog some water, maybe grab some water for yourself as we power through our Christmas story. Wonderful. Great job, guys. So anytime you're introducing your dog to something new, and this counts for all of the holidays, for Halloween, for Christmas, you want your dog to avoid those presents under the trees. Make sure that the item is there and you're playing and using other things to distract them so that they understand this is the toy I want you to play with. Not those boxes over there, not the ornaments on the tree, not the costume I'm putting on you. So exposing them to it, having them participate in enrichment or play near the item, make sure that they understand that the thing on their head is not the tug toy, the thing in your hand is the tug toy, right? So teaching them exactly what we want them to play with instead of saying, no, don't play with the tree, no, don't get those ornaments. Because the moment you say that, what is every little kid gonna wanna do? I can't wait to play with those when mom and dad are out of the room, right? Don't go looking for the presents. That was my parents' favorite thing to say. And guess exactly what we did. Go look for those presents right away. So anytime you tell a kid or a dog, don't do something, oh my gosh, just makes it way more fun to do it when mom and dad aren't around. Okay, so we're going on to page 2 of our holiday story. Santa and Rudolph. Also, when we send you the template, it's a British voiceover, so it sounds much cuter than when I read it. Santa and Rudolph head over to the workshop to take a look at the toys ready to be wrapped. As they enter the workshop, Rudolph gets distracted by a shiny new toy and loses sight of Santa. Santa calls for Rudolph, Rudolph, over here, let's get to work. Rudolph zooms right by the toy and comes happily to Santa. So what we're gonna do to make sure that this video works out is you're gonna walk in a heel position for 5 steps. So a heel position is on the left. Your dog's shoulders are in line with your hips, and we're just gonna do that to start. So having your dog walk in that position just means reinforcing them right where you want them on that left side. You may feed up a little high so that we can encourage eye contact with you because they do have to walk by a toy. So having your dog in a heel position, feeding them as you walk those 5 steps. So you're gonna take 1 step, yes, treat, take another step, yes, treat, and then build your way up to all 5 steps. After you get in those 5 steps, cue a sit. Your dog's gonna sit and practice walking away before you add that toy. Add the distraction of you walking away, come back and reinforce them while they're in the sit. So a sit stay or a sit wait is what we're looking for. You're gonna drop a toy. Pick something uninteresting today. Maybe it's the Kong instead of a scarf. Right? Maybe it's a pencil instead of a squeaky toy. So you're gonna drop something that is a little bit less interesting for your dog because you're gonna walk all the way past it and call your dog to you. So the point is that they don't pick up the toy when they come to you. So one more time, we're gonna walk. Oh, there we go. Recalling right past the toy. Awesome. So your dog may start in front of you or on the left, on the right side. They're walking 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Have them do a sit, put the toy there, and then recall past. So breaking this down 1 step at a time, start with the heel position, 5 steps, then cue a sit at the end. That's the first part that you're practicing is just those 2 parts, 5 steps and then a sit, 5 steps and then a sit. Then we're gonna make sure that your dog is comfortable staying in the sit. So once they sit, you're gonna walk a few steps away, come back and reinforce your dog for staying in the sit. After that, we're gonna drop a toy on the floor. If your dog is able to look at the toy, but be still, treat them in that sit. If they're able to look at the toy and then look at you, you're gonna go, yeah, and give them that food right to their mouth. because the very last part is we want them to come right past that toy because all of the focus is on you, on mom or dad. All right, everyone ready? We're gonna coach you through it.
All right.
Let's do it. So heel position, sit, walk away, drop toy, recall pass toy.
All right. So right now you maybe don't even have your toy out yet while you're working on your heel position, depending how distracting that is for your pup. Looking good, Deanie.
Yeah, the toy
Sasha,
is like
nice
the
feeling.
last thing that we add. So do the whole thing without a toy.
Yep. That's nice focus there, Anita, from your pup. I like that. Good. All right. If Stash is a little too jumpy for your treat when you're healing, you can just either keep it lower or just get the treat out one step at a time out of your pouch.
Or you can drop it on the floor. That's totally okay too. So if your dog is in a heel position and you drop the treat on the floor, that's perfect.
Very nice.
Oh, Suzanne, that's beautiful.
Nice. Very nice sit.
So 5 steps, sit, stay, walk away, and then you can add the toy for them to recall past.
Jenna, that's great focus on you. I love that.
Anita, go back and reinforce your dog in position before you call them because they're having trouble sitting and staying. I want you to drop the toy, treat your dog. Take a couple of steps back, go back to the beginning position and treat your dog.
Deanie, your heel position's looking nice. Very nice, Steve.
Great job, Jenna and Ted. I love it.
Sorry for that bark, guys.
That's okay. It's more of a little burp.
She did just finish a comb.
There you go.
Pam, that's a really nice remaining in position for Sasha there. Waiting for her cue.
So when you're working on a sit stay, go all the way back to your dog to reinforce them before you drop the toy. So you're going to take 3 steps back, go back to where they are in the sit, reinforce them in the sit. Then you can work on dropping the toy. Got 1 more minute.
Nice, nice, Pam.
Keep going. You guys got it.
Looking good. I'm liking all the heel positions are looking nice. Very good. Oh, that was great, Suzanne, right past it. Very nice. Nice, Anita. It's good.
Beautiful, guys.
These are nice. Good. All right.
And that you got 20 more seconds. See if you can get a couple more in. Make sure your dog is staying in position while you drop that toy. Great job.
If they're struggling to stay in their sit position when you drop it, just stay right next to them so that you're right next to them. You drop it, you treat, drop it and treat.
Great note, Kelly. Yeah. So the dropping of the toy, especially because we've been playing with our dog, may be distracting. Go ahead and take a seat, take a break. If you're dropping the toy and your dog jerks or they move, we want to set it on the floor and then treat them in the sit. Because what we're trying to tell them is, don't go after the toy. I want you to stay in the sit. So reinforcing while they're in the sit. Choosing something less exciting. It doesn't have to be a tug toy or a ball. You can choose a sock. You can choose a Kong, something that they may not be super motivated to grab and bring right to you. So if your dog is struggling staying in the sit, pick something a little less interesting, set it on the floor instead of dropping it, and then you're going to recall your dog. Steve, when you walk away from your dog, try to walk backwards first, and then you can work on turning around. The turning around is one of the hardest parts for most dogs. Once your back is turned, they're like, oh no, dad can't see me. So back up while you're facing them, and then you can work on turning all the way around. Go ahead and take a break, everyone. We're gonna review, grab some water, love on your dog, tell them thank you for participating, and then we're gonna go through the whole thing while I read it. Maybe I can try to do a British accent. It's going to be really horrible. But when we have the actual template is going to be sent out to you guys, you'll see that it's Michelle from Empowered Dog is narrating it, and she has a beautiful British accent that will sound very Christmassy. All right. So we're going to review. Practice this in 5 minutes. You can do it multiple times a day, but try to keep your practices about 5 to 7 minutes, and then give your dog tons of breaks. Because we're working on the brain and not the body, interval training is the fastest way to build that muscle. So doing 7 or 8 minutes and then taking a couple of hours off, make sure that your dog retains the information. Just like if you're cramming all night for a test, the more information that you shove in your brain, the more information is going to fall right out of your brain. So do it in little sessions, take a long break, and then you can always come back to it. Remember that this is recorded. We'll be sending out a link for you to follow up, or you can always go back and watch it on the Facebook Live. If you have any questions so far, go ahead and type them in the chat. If you're struggling with something and want a little extra coaching, we have plenty of time. This is the full routine, and then I'm going to narrate it for you guys. While you do it, you're going to get to hear the story so you can get kind of the timing of each item. Step 1, put a hat on in front of your dog. Not right now. Wait a second. Play tug or fetch with a hat, glove, scarf, toy. Totally up to you. Peekaboo or middle, have your dog go into that middle position. Remember to feed high so that your dog's neck is kind of stretched up and looking right at you. Dog walks in a heel for 5 steps. Heel position is shoulders in line with your hips. So feed your dog each step to keep them in line with you. Your dog sits. Sit with the distraction of a toy. So putting that toy on the ground. You're going to walk 10 feet away, or however big your apartment is, because not every place is big enough for 10 feet away. You're going to walk a few steps away from your dog while they stay in the sit, and then they're going to recall right past that toy. So who's ready to put it all together? Yeah? All right. Oh, not see you next week. We're going to read it out. I'm going to stop the share. We're going to go through the story together. I'm going to add you guys onto the spotlight so it's you performing and not me. And I'm going to read the story for you guys. You can, because I'm reading the story, we're going to give you a couple of tries for each trick. So we're going to go really, really slow this time. You can do 1 or 2 tricks. Like if you're doing the middle, you might do 2 middles. That's totally fine. All right. Everyone up, let's get into story time. Let me get all the way back to the story. Okay. 'Tis the night before Christmas. Santa and Rudolph are getting ready for the holiday. Santa, puts on the red hat and shouts out, ho, ho, ho. So put on your hat and say, ho, ho, ho to your dog. 1 second. All right.
There we go.
A very excited Rudolph fetches his scarf to toss a toy and have your dog bring it back to you. A very excited Rudolph fetches his scarf so Santa can help him put it on. That's where they're in the middle of you and you're
Mhm.
putting on the costume. Rudolph
Yep.
really loves this time of year. The lights, the cookies, the joy, and especially the extra playtime. Playtime with your dog. Go ahead and get some fun in. All right, Santa and Rudolph head over. This is where you're doing the heel walk. Santa and Rudolph head over to the workshop to take a look at all the toys ready to be wrapped. As they enter the workshop, Rudolph gets distracted by a shiny new toy. Have your dog sit, drop the toy, walk away. Santa calls for Rudolph, over here. Recall your dog past the toy. Let's get to work. Rudolph zooms right by the toy and comes happily to find Santa. So that's the first part of your story. This is page 1 and 2 of our story. Hopefully you guys, I was reading it really slow. So hopefully you got a couple of times to do each trick.
Yeah, they were looking good.
Good. So I'm gonna drop into the chat the private Facebook Canine Learning Academy workshops and training tips. Oh my gosh, that name is so long. I'm gonna drop that into the chat so you guys can feel free to post into the group videos, pictures, questions. Oh, 1 second. Everyone in the meeting, there we go. Videos, questions, pictures, ask for help. This is how you're going to get some extra coaching practice. We want to see where you guys are in the story. We'll be sending out this recording in a YouTube link. It's also up on the Facebook Live. So you guys can go back and watch and practice, get in as much as you'd like. We're here to help and we're going to be commenting and practicing all together. We will send out, Yo is going to be doing a tutorial for how to take those pages that you saw me reading, take those pages and introduce your videos or your pictures of your dog. So was that fun, everyone? Yes? You can get it? Yes? Maybe a head nod? Nice. I love it. Cool. This is such a fun keepsake. I know that maybe we're all still a little bit separate. This time of year is hard if you're far from your family or if your neighbors are maybe lonely. This is a great thing that you can have on in the background and show them a little performance. It's safe to do from a distance. If you are a trick master, your challenge this week is to go out and do it in a public space. See if you can get them in the costume. Get out of your comfort zone, have someone else record it, or just do it for your own sake. Your challenge this week is to get out of your comfort zone and either show a family member in person or on Zoom, or to go out into a public area. That might even be your front yard, practicing with your dog around more distractions. So we want this to be a holiday of, oh, awesome. Jenna said her family loved it last year. This is such a great way to just spread joy and happiness and love throughout this holiday, no matter what holiday you celebrate. Our dogs bring us so much joy, so let's spread it around. All right, hopefully everyone had a really good time. Does anyone have any questions? No?
No. I'm glad you guys enjoyed it.
Awesome.
It's pretty fun watching you.
So we'll be back next week for class number 2 of 3 to introduce 2 more pages to your Christmas story. Thank you so much for coming, for spending the time with us. Check your emails for the recording. Yo will be posting the tutorial how to have your own pictures and video in there, and we're going to create this awesome holiday plan together. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Kelly, thank you so much for co-hosting with me. Yo, thank you so much for the tech help in the background. Have a wonderful day, everyone, and happy holidays.
See you guys next week.